नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है मैं आपका स्वागत है. मैं Anandsrinivasan, Europe, and they want to cut the cost. They have been discussing with the British government converting this blast furnace into an electric arc furnace, which means scrap and recycled steel can be manufactured. When a blast furnace becomes an electric arc furnace, it requires far lesser jobs and definitely 2,800 jobs, especially middle-aged white men will lose their jobs. This will be formally announced. But there was a meeting in Taj, London with the union representatives. There those guys were given the good news.
Paytm third quarter losses narrowed to 43% to 2,222 crores.
At the end of the day, this is what I am saying. Paytm is a company which started with one business model, which is as a wallet. Unfortunately, UPI came and destroyed that business. From there on, it has been trying several businesses and it has not worked out. Then they tried to source loans for NBFCs. Now RBI said you cannot source NBFCs. And this company has been listed for 3-4 years and is still to make a profit. So there is no way, I do not know when this company will make a profit, when it will generate positive cash flow, and when it will reward its shareholders. It's a speculative stock.
What's happening in Cupid, Anand? It's gone through the roof.
Yeah, the Cupid is a great company.
Yes, long ago.
Long ago, was available very cheap. I bought it very cheap.
Yes.
I discussed it in my sister channel at 350. What happened is the owner was not interested in the business.
Yes.
The owner, his wife and daughter were settled in US.
Yes.
And they were neither willing to let go of the company. Finally, somebody bought them at a premium. The stock was at about 300, 400 rupees.
Correct.
And from there, the stock just took off.
Correct.
Because condoms is great business.
Yes.
And it's a
even in recession, it's a great business.
It's a recession-proof business.
Yeah.
So those who bought it about 150, 160 are now sitting at a huge profit. I think it's about 2,000 now.
It is 1,858.
It went to 2,000 and then dropped.
Yeah, the high was 2,034 and the PE is at 96.6. I don't think this is beyond the diamond. This is imagining mythical status citizen. Because a lot of people keep asking me on Instagram saying, ask Anand to talk about Cupid. Then of course they all ask about railway also.
But this is ridiculous because this was available for 160 rupees.
Yes.
And has gone to 2,000 rupees. 2,000, you had bought 100 shares.
Correct.
You have 2 lakhs. No?
Correct. This is how multi-baggers are made. People don't believe it.
People don't. And
when we talk about PE, people don't believe it.
Right in front of your eyes, the sample.
Correct. You want to talk about this Starlink? Because Indian government has changed the... When you explain about the rule change, spectrum allocation.
Okay. Basically, all governments have to sell spectrum, collect for spectrum fees.
Correct.
Now, Starlink is a chain of satellites put by Elon Musk.
Low Earth satellites, yeah.
Musk can put his capital. So, basically, this is beyond the control of government now.
Yes.
The licenses can be given, and basically what Geo is doing and what Airtel is doing, Starlink can do. And there was always a problem that they may not get operational license in India.
Yeah. But the new law which was...
The new law that they have made.
Where spectrum, sale of spectrum is not...
Their sale of spectrum, they have changed the law and Starlink may get the not to operate in India. But you cannot stop the march of technology at any time.
No.
And so like VPN, people will find ways to use it without
Correct.
government approval.
Even a local, cryptocurrency operators in India are whining to the government saying people are...
There is a local agency.
Yeah.
Local regulations. But what people are doing is they use the VPN.
Correct.
And they get directly loaded onto the
crypto
exchanges abroad.
Yes.
And they start, they operate in VPNs means that what happens is VPNs allowed you to...
Government can't block you.
Government cannot block you. You can trade in crypto exchanges across the world. Money is, I keep on telling you, money is fungible, can move from one place to another. And definitely this money will keep moving. And because governments block, it does not happen.
And we're not recommending crypto.
I don't recommend crypto.
Don't assume that we're saying crypto.
Yes. And like I spoke in my Tamil channel, Tatas have retained their rights to IPL for 5 more years. So next 5 years, you are going to have Tata IPL. that will make it 9 years or 8 years in a row.
Yes.
But you will not find Ratan Tata or his niece and nephew standing in the stands and dancing and saying they own the brand.
No.
So they treat the company separate, the ownership separate.
Correct.
And these are the kind of companies you want to invest. Then people ask me whether there are only Tatas. I say no. You can look at the Godreges, you can look at TVS. There are about 10-15 companies, groups like that, which you can definitely look at it. And the Sony-Z merger is officially collapsed.
Yes.
And Pudit Goenka can be CEO, but Sony will not give its
Go ahead.
And so Z is an ideal candidate for a hostile takeover.
Correct.
Most likely Reliance will buy Z and he will become monopoly player in India.
Correct. That's what the cards look like.
That's what cards looks like.
Today has been a light day on corporate news.
Thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. अगर आपको इस वीडियो पसंद आया, इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बेल नोटिफिकेशन दबाएं. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त या रिश्तेदार के पास भेजें और देखने की आग्रह करें. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद. नमस्कार, मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन. त्रिवेंद्रम के इवेंट के पास किधर इवेंट होस्ट करेंगे, इसके बारे में बहुत चर्चा हुआ. मेरे टीम ने डिसाइड किया कि अगला इवेंट दुबई में किया जाए. तो एमिरेट्स, यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स में जो रहते हैं और मुझे मिलने के इच्छुक हैं, वो दुबई में 24 फरवरी आके मुझे मिल सकते हैं. तो अगला इवेंट मेरा दुबई सिटी में 24 फरवरी 3:30 से 5 बजे होगा. जो मुझे मिलने के लिए इच्छुक हैं वो इवेंट में आ सकते हैं. डिटेल्स के लिए नीचे दिए गए व्हाट्सएप नंबर में संपर्क करें या जो ईमेल आपको दिया गया नीचे उसमें मेल लिखें. मेरा टीम आपसे संपर्क करेगा. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.